A couple more friends. One thing that we want to do first, though, is our videographer happens to also be, I learned that this is John's dad and that it also happens to be his birthday. So for our improvised warm-up, let's sing happy birthday to John's dad.
Thank you.
His name is Joe. You don't call him John.
John's dad. Okay.
Not if I'm not embarrassed enough already, but that's okay. Thanks, Betcha.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, John. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. I'll be here all week. Try the veal. All right.
His name is Joe, but mainly John's dad.
It's our 37th anniversary.
Oh, what's that?
It's our 37th anniversary.
Woo! Gene and Larry, you just made it like it was like Brangelina there. Wow, congratulations to everybody in the row. Yeah. And to win it. Yes. Christina, ladies and gentlemen. All right, should we get started? Yeah. All right, how we're starting this one is with a one-word. No, you know what? Actually, what is a? Do I want to do it like that? I don't know. What's a phrase that you may have overheard today?
Adultery. That guy's laughing. He likes it.
Yay, adultery. Wait, you hold on, can we back up? You overheard that today? Or did you misunderstand what I asked? Did you do that today? Did you overhear that today? I don't know who said that. Did you overhear something today? Don't let the genie out of the bottle. Don't let the genie out of the bottle. Okay, so genie in a bottle, that reminds me of Christina Aguilera, which reminds me of preschool. No, it doesn't. It reminds me of like middle school. I don't know how old I was, but middle school. Okay, so middle school reminds me of a time. I went to Westwood Middle School here in Gainesville. Anybody? Okay, we got some rivals in the house at the very least. When I was in middle school, we had the fortunate and extremely unfortunate experience of having West Side Pool right next to our middle school, right? Sounds cool, like maybe you could go with your friends and that would be a fun after-school activity, but instead what they did is they used Westwood Middle School, or West Side Pool as our PE when it was warm, all right? One of the worst case scenarios as a middle schooler is getting in a bathing suit with all of your peer group and going and learning how to swim. As you can imagine, this might be awkward for several different reasons. But I remember that as a middle schooler, all of my peers, all of my girl peers, were far more developed than yours truly. Late bloomer here on the stage. And so all of them were voluptuous and ready for Victoria's Secret and the like as 6th and 7th graders. And they acted that way too. And I'm not going to say any names because I don't know, you might be back there in the dark hiding and hoping that I don't feel like I had enemies from middle school, but still, and I was just like very much a late bloomer in many ways, a little church-going gal who played sports and stayed out of trouble and never went to middle school parties. And I remember one of my friends said that one of the greatest markings of time going by was when I started wearing mascara on my upper eyelashes as an 8th grader. So that, thank you for the snaps there. Yeah, so it was really defining moments for me where other people were going to parties and maybe fooling around and things like that. But I remember one time at a Westside pool, we were all there standing in line to learn how to dive in and swim laps. And I remember that I was wearing a faded black crocheted one-piece bathing suit that was meant to be black, but it had been sun-drenched by the sun, and it was brown. So it was a brown crochet bathing suit, one piece covering everything as much as possible. I believe it was also high-necked. And all of my counterparts were wearing bikinis and looked like we were headed to Daytona on an MTV escapade with Christina Aguilera playing in the background. And so we're all standing there lined up. And I'm kind of like trying to be athletic, you know. I played volleyball and standing on the side, like so huge hands, like now, huge feet, just gawky as all hell. Just standing there waiting to dive in and trying to be confident, thinking of my parents' voices and God's voice playing in the background of how beautiful and healthy and fine that I am on the sidelines of the pool. So it's called the sidelines? Probably not. And so we're all lined up, and this one young man next to me, his name is Luke, and he still lives in Gainesville, and I hope he's here. He stood on the side, and I just remember he was so gawky. He was so long and so gawky, just like me. And he looked over, and he eyed me up and down, and landed right on my chest and said, "Don't worry, Taylor, you'll get him one day." Middle school's such a drag.
I'm gonna fucking just come into myself in high school. Can't wait to get out of Westwood.
Yeah, Westwood bites.
I'm so developed, I can hardly handle it.
You are. That's why you're so popular.
Yeah, my breasts are so big that I have to lift them up. I have to drape them over chairs.
Mine are so big that I have to wear a bra. Not just a tank top, but a whole bra.
My little mosquito bites are so tender, I wear 3 undershirts.
That's a lot. I can't even fit an undershirt. God.
I'm glad we're best friends, because everybody else at Westwood's mean.
Yeah, and nobody's going through development like we are. I mean, this might be TMI, ladies.
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
Tell Bob.
So, you know how we learned about periods?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you, but also...
Totally happening.
Yeah. Oh, you already had it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you mean? Oh, no, because I've had mine.
Oh my god.
You haven't?
So?
I thought you were so developed.
Yeah, seriously,
I mean...
Shelby, I think you're lying.
Look, okay? It's just like... I put socks in my bathing suit, never gonna tell you,
So those
then
are
you
fake.
made me.
Those are fake.
So, honey, I was just did your laundry, and I was just wondering why you have no socks anymore. I was just wondering, as your mother.
Well, Mom, they fell out in the pool.
All of them?
Sorry, I had to take Dad's too, and yours, and there's a lot to live up to.
And throw them in the pool?
I tell you, the hardest part about being a janitor here is fishing out all the socks in the pool.
Dear Diary, I have a crush.
On the boy who sits next to me in 5th period. No!
Dear Diary. Oh, this is my inner monk. Today, the girl in my 5th period class left me, and then I couldn't stand up for 5 minutes straight. That is all.
Dear Diary. The boy next to me has a name. He's not just the boy next to me. His name is Joe.
No!
I could tell that he got really excited when I made eye contact with him the other day. But he
All right,
never
class,
talks.
so today for roll call, we're going to do a standing roll call. Janet?
Here.
The boy next to Janet, Kevin. It's Joe. Thank you. Joe?
I don't want to stand up right now.
Sorry, can you speak up? I couldn't understand.
I don't want to stand up right now.
Wait, I'm sorry, are you mocking me, or is that your natural voice?
I'm in middle school. My voice cracks sometimes.
It's really cute. Don't make fun of him.
Really cute. Okay, if you're here, stand up.
Can I not?
Stand up, Joe.
Please?
So you don't want to stand up in class anymore, Joe.
I was having...
I'm your guidance counselor. You can tell me what's going on. Tell me what's on your mind. I'm cool. I'm hip. I know what it's like to not want to stand up, dude.
It's good rebellion or anything. There's Janet's pretty cute, and she looked at me.
Okay. So you got nervous and didn't want to stand up. You just like
Nervous, some could say.
do you like Janet?
I just.
Spit it out, boy.
I mean, she's cute. Like, I don't know. Maybe she likes me.
Janet, he's in a meeting. Get out of there.
I just, I don't know really how to control things.
Go ahead and stand up for me right now. We're in the surprise.
I just.
You don't want to stand up right now?
I just. Can I maybe 5 minutes?
What's... Joe, I come across this problem with a lot of students, People have problems standing up,
I wouldn't say it's a problem. I just. I don't. Things happen, and then it's tough to. It's like you stand up, and everyone can see everything.
Son, your counselor told me you've been having trouble in school.
I wouldn't say it's trouble. It's just like everyone keeps wanting me to stand, and then this girl Janet sometimes saunters by.
I get it. I've been in your
Hey, get out of his home.
Honey, thank you. I had the same trouble when I was your age too, boy.
Really?
Come on, stand up. It's okay.
I'm good. No.
Hey, I heard you won't stand up. And some of us can't stand up, and that's offensive.
Canceled?
Just stand, okay? You're hurting my feelings. Stand up straight, like a plank. You have to do this for me. It's my make-a-wish.
I heard you were having trouble at school, and your parents hired me. I'm a yoga instructor.
Oh God.
Hey, Mom, please come here.
I'm right here, honey.
You see, my carrot, it's not swimming. We learned in school about the proper procedure for swimming, and my carrot, It's just not swimming correctly.
Okay, honey, I'll take a look at it. Ooh. I found the problem.
What is it, Mom?
It's a fucking carrot. Grow up, Timmy.
What's that in there? But I hear my son can't get his carrot up out of the water.
That's right, Bill. We'll talk to him now. I'm going home.
Dad, my carrot is not swimming
You
properly.
can't get your carrot up. Oh, son, take a seat.
Okay. Yeah, look, it just sinks to the bottom of the tank.
Oh, you mean one of these? Oh, I remember these in my day. We used to eat them. Nothing's wrong with that. Now, son.
Dad, you're not being very helpful.
Look, I just want to be like your mom's boyfriend. Give all of the good advice, and I'm standing up to feel that
Oh, I hope not Sandy.
No, we're busy.
It's me, Perfect Dan.
No.
Yes, the carrot is not swimming in the
Perfect Dan.
He tried really good, Dad. Really good.
I'm still doing this. No, Perfect Dan.
You know I can fix this with a...
No!
How did you do it?
Perfect Dan.
That's your name.
Perfect Dan.
My work here is done.
Wow, I want to be just like him.
Don't. Why'd you say it right to me?
All right, science fair contestants, everybody get out here and get ready to present your science fair projects for the judges. What we got here?
It's my baking soda Yosemite Park.
We all worked on it.
Yeah, here it is. Just the one class.
Collaboration.
I love it. It shows ingenuity. And I think this is going to be a winner.
Can I just say something?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the wrong part and you're an idiot.
And there's no wrong answers in science.
Floating carrot.
You have a floating, just, okay.
That means he has an erection.
Nobody wants to see it.
Yeah, Dave wants to see it.
Dave wants to see it.
No wrong answers in science.
It's a real carrot that floats.
Oh, that's boring.
I'm gonna touch it.
Oh, Dave.
Dave. It's so hard. Normally carrots get mushy in water, but yours didn't. That's actually like a marvel in science.
Yes.
You're mushy. Kind of genius. You're kind of a boy genius, it sounds like.
So I can't really take credit for it because it was really Perfect Dan.
Perfect Dan. Perfect Dan. Yeah, that makes sense. Perfect Dan!
Boyfriend.
My carrot's up now.
Oh, my carrot's up!
No. Son.
Yeah. What's up, Dad?
Honey, we're really concerned.
Why's that?
You're not supposed to eat carrots. We've been going to church.
Yeah, we thought we raised you right.
Well, you did. The carrots are the one way to get good eyesight, and I figure if I'm gonna masturbate all that time, carrot up.
In front of us?
Well, no, I do it in closed doors.
Yeah, but you're literally munching on
Well,
a carrot in front of us.
this isn't obscene.
It's disturbing on a visceral level.
What kind of Bible are you guys reading?
Son, I understand this is your first confession.
Yes, Father.
Lesser Dean. His name, please. Please, let's hear your confession, son.
Well, I masturbated, and my vision was getting blurry. But in 8th grade health class, I learned about carrots and the benefits to your vision.
Beta carotene, perhaps?
Yeah, exactly the thing. And my vision's been, it's gotten less blurry. In fact, I see better than I've ever seen before. I can see up to 4 miles.
All right, class, everybody sit down, take your seats. We're going to get started with science class.
There are only 2 chairs.
We're at class 1. This is a poor school. You know what to do. Figure it out.
I hate being here.
You know what to do. All right, so we all know you're masturbating. What are things that we can do to combat the loss of eyesight you guys are gonna have for sinning?
I don't like base method.
The base method
is where you do eye exercises.
Yeah, that's the thing. You focus with one eye intently while closing the other.
Yes.
All right, what else have we learned?
He can see for like 4 miles because he masturbates.
Well, it's because of the carrots, if we're going to be cement.
Yeah, so eating carrots helps your eyesight, okay? What are other things we've learned? We've covered this in chapter 4. Carrots! We just said that, right? Chapter 4.
Classes.
Yeah. Normal things we can do to get better eyesight, guys. Yeah, go ahead. Wheelchair boy?
Can we stop talking about masturbating?
Is it because you don't work from the waist down?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys. Look, everybody thinks I'm the meanest bully in the school. Well, today is the meanest day that could ever exist. Give me your socks. No! You hardly got any socks, mosquito bite girl. Thank you, Joe. Glad you're standing up for once. A lot of socks, Karen boy.
I brought extras.
Thank you.
I didn't wear any socks today.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, they're real.
Socks off!
No, don't do it. No, this is my day. I have a crocheted shirt on that my mom made.
It's pretty cool. You look good in it. Yeah, you look amazing. Please don't hurt us.
Yeah, you're super hot.
These guys, do we all have a crush on the mean girl?
It's like Stockholm Syndrome.
Or a Stephen King novel.
She's just so powerful.
I just like the attention.
You have to choose one of us to love. But also bully relentlessly.
It's so complicated.
Well, I gave you the most socks.
Well, I pointed out that we loved you, so if never mind.
She's not wearing any. You stood up. You basically cave in. You spoke up for the first time ever. Confess your sins every day in summer period.
Wow.
Take her shoes off first.
Got all these socks from the pool. I figured we could sell them back to the kids.
That's a great idea.
They value them so much.
It's like gold.
Yeah, it's less illegal than selling kids drugs.
This is West Side.
Safer.
You guys, I've got some really bad news.
Oh.
What? Don't tell me the mean girl gave all her socks back to the kids that don't have socks.
Well, the mean girl gave the socks back.
Damn it!
Son of a bitch!
There goes our retirement
The
plan.
socks economy has completely collapsed.
What?
I've lost my entire life savings.
What? No!
Damn it.
That's how I was gonna get my kids through middle school.
All right, I have a new idea. There's been this thing where instead of socks, it's about carrots. We steal all the carrots and then we sell them back to the kids.
We decrease supply, which increases demand, and we sell at a higher price.
Exactly.
That's so crazy, it just might work.
Yeah, welcome to Westwood Wall Street. Here is we sell shares and socks and carrots.
I like my carrot futures.
Okay.
Breaking news, the principal's office will be offering a bailout on socks. A bailout on socks.
Buy, smell.
Gotta get more socks. I only have one. I need a pair.
This happens in the office.
God, I hate being a bouncer at Wall Street.
No, don't kick me out. This is all I got.
Joe, I'm just so glad that after you've had so much success on Wall Street and everything, that we've had such a storied past of growing up together. And I used to write in my
So cheers.
Well, keep sticking up. I just wanted to tell you that, if we're really going to move this forward, I'm kind of a safety first girl, and I want you to wear a sock on your carrot if we're.
All right, guys, the improv show is starting in 5 minutes. Everybody take your seat.
That guy's got a boner on stage.
Kiss him already.
Play Wonderwall.
Hey.
With socks. Give me a break.
I heard you can get socks like anywhere now.
Just sock one on them already.
All right, I got way too many socks. I'm giving them away, guys. Give it away.
I'm in. They're all sold out.
Oh, why the hell am I giving them away if they're sold out? I was gonna send my kids to college with all the socks I own now.
Got socks for $5.
Four. Selling them for $4.
Three.
I won.
$3.50.
I'll buy for $10. $10.
Oh,
I'll raise you 100.
I don't understand the economy.
What do socks mean to us now?
It's the opposite of carrots.
Okay, I don't know. They're just socks, guys. They're just things.
Jane, I've got something to tell you and Bob. I know we've been swinging, but I think I caught syphilis from a carrot. And I want you all to know I'm being upfront and honest.
Oh, well, I don't eat carrots.
Alright, as your doctor, I can tell you can't get syphilis from a carrot. It just doesn't happen.
What about hepatitis?
No, can't do that either.
Herpes.
It's a carrot. That's not how that works.
Gonorrhea?
We've been getting all the blame, man. Carrots, I think I'm clean.
Life used to be simple. We would just get eaten by rabbits, and now we're getting blamed for STDs. I know, we're good for eyesight. We got beta carotenes, vitamin A, good for eyesight. Now we get blamed for STDs.
Yeah, we can be cooked, we can be shredded, we can be matchstick, we can be little crinkly coins and obliques.
We come in baby form, too.
God damn it. No credits. Confused for dicks.
So that's my VeggieTale spin-off idea.
You guys show some appreciation for all these great employees.
So check it out, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for being here.